Artist sound on the planet. This one straight to a boy neck. You better praise it, no connect. Left wire shake and afraid. And your P45 if you connect. Fire red and dead.
Welcome to the world of FLYAVATIon. This is me, David Fly. I'm here with L, FIREREDSTATIon. Got a couple of questions for me, so I'm here. Ask away.
Thank you very much, firstly, for allowing me to interview. Now, how did you start out?
Well,
into the music industry, so where did you start from?
I think for me it started as a performing artist. That would have come from schools and assemblies. And I think recognising the talent early was probably in junior school, where I used to play a lot of drums.
Okay.
The teachers kind of recognised that, so they kind of got me, you know, like back in school they have assemblies when you play for the teachers or the school or the parents and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that was my first real recognition that there was some talent.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you moved on from there to?
From playing the instrument, the drums, I used to dabble with the piano, but I've always been lyrical, so I'd always write stuff. And them days it wasn't, back in my days it wasn't so much computers, it was all typewriters. So my mum had a typewriter, I used to use a typewriter a lot.
The sling to the left one.
Sling to the left, loads of legs. Watch your fingers and stuff. But yeah, you know, that was fun times for me. Again, I didn't really take that too serious until I probably got to, what do you call it, second years in secondary school. Again, it was another major event at the school, the whole school involved, and it's my first performance with a live band in front of probably about 1,500 in the school. Wow. So again, that went down well. So I've always kind of just pursued it as more of a hobby, as a performer. It's more of a hobby. It wasn't really taken that seriously. Yeah. So
when you was writing, did you write it and use it for yourself or just store it?
No, I think I don't remember actually really writing for anyone. I probably co-wrote with some people. I've done what you would have called back in them days combinations. Yeah. And we've done things like that as MCs. Yeah. But no, I think maybe only one person I've ever wrote for ever, and that was like one of the persons who was in the camp. Okay. At the time. Okay. So there's a lot of camps we've been going through as youngsters. Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah. So from primary school you was into that. So when you went to secondary school, how did that progress?
Musically, it kind of it helped me in a way that I suppose you've got a name already, if that makes kind of sense. You're kind of already known for your talents, so that helped to embrace my community more, because I was more community based in my works as a Brixtonian. Okay. It was mainly based around Brixton until you get more work, you get expanded, and you get known, etc.
You spoke about being an MC and in sound systems. What sound systems were you on?
Okay, let's go back. I grew up around sound systems, so all my life I've grown up around the great names, the great Coxons, the Soprano B's, etc., the Saxons, etc. My first break, I suppose, with getting actually a feel of being an operator and an MC, I was probably a much more smaller party sounds from Tulsa, because that's where I grew up as well, between Loughborough and Tulsa. So the sounds around in my days was a lot of young sounds: Maccabee, Addis Ababa, Arena, Monkey Man, Borderline. You know what I mean? These are all sounds just in Tulsa Estate alone. Yeah. Plus many more. Could go on. Yeah.
Okay. So how did it go from being in the sound system to being a producer?
How did that transition go? I think this little keyboard over here, this little old baby, that's why I still keep it. Probably the best thing I ever did was just to buy that little keyboard where, again, I didn't know much about what transpose was and all these other MIDI sounds, etc., and how to manipulate sound. But that is my first experience of this keyboard, to manipulate sound and find that you could do different bass lines with, if you know what you're doing, how to manipulate sound, and that's what got me into it. So I suppose this keyboard Electric Key was my first real stint of getting into production, doing it on tape cassette days.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was before CDs and MP3s, etc.
Okay. And what has your journey as a producer been like?
Again, it's been up and down. Because I suppose production, primarily my own, it's been difficult because of how that game actually goes when it comes to distribution and label and production and promoting and marketing. It's all very a different game. It wasn't something I was too aware of regarding the business. So for me to get, say, what you call credits, the way how it runs, I don't know if it runs like that now, but back in the day you would have had to have had 2 or 3 productions to get some credits. Yeah. So I think that came up around about 96, 97, where I started to work with Daddy Noddy, Yush Productions. So that's like my first real live seeing a record with your name produced by you, or arranged by you, composed by you. So yeah, it was probably the first person to give me my that kind of credit. Yeah, that's early 90s, late 90s.
What genres do you cover, should I say?
So from that time, it was primarily rap and reggae music. As a rap artist, it was mostly doing shows. We didn't really do much productions. We would more like work with studios. On the reggae side of things, I've got the opportunity to produce for people and work with some great people as well, some well-known artists, just by being in that environment of a studio environment. So you know, you get to work with you know, from known people from Junior Chin to Baby Wayne, or you know, all these great Jamaican artists, etc. So we've had that opportunity and we've rubbed shoulders with some people. So
tell me about some of these people that you've rubbed shoulders with. Might not seem like nothing to you, but it's a big thing to others.
Well, I don't mind putting a missed opportunity a bit. I give her a missed opportunity. I'll put that down. A missed opportunity. So by 1999, 2000, there was a production company formed called Fright Night, which consists of me and about 6 others, Wolferton and quite a few other people who was in their own right an individual artist or stroke producer, singer-songwriter. So we're just basically trying to cause or create a conglomerate of artists who can write, who can produce under one umbrella as a company. So that worked for a while. A scenario what happened one day was Sean Paul. So when he first came over to England, there was an opportunity for me and him to meet. So I did meet him. I don't know who the guy he was with. He was with somebody, but it was, you know, he liked one of the productions I was doing. He liked it. Anyway, cut long story short, came to Angel Town. We met up. You know, he loved the track. He wanted to voice the track. I had like 10 artists in the studio at the time, so it was like, okay, Sean Paul, all these 10 guys. At the time, because I booked this thing, and the way I was quite disciplined with my studio time, because it was money at the time, right? So it was a matter of, we voiced the day and then we write the following week and we voiced it. So what's happened is he's coming on a day where we're actually writing. So I was like, okay, we can arrange this again, or you can do this now and then we sort out the business side of it afterwards. And I think he was, in my opinion, he was willing to do it. Personally was like, no. So that kind of shut that down. And in hindsight, I kind of regret not actually locking down my boys just for that one session. Because I didn't know he was doing things like Baby Boy with Beyonce and all that stuff. I had no idea. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably a lost opportunity. In my opinion.
But never say never, eh?
Well, I'm still smiling. Yeah. You know, we've met. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Well,
you're still not telling me about the people you've rubbed shoulders with. You're trying to hold back on me.
Yeah, I don't really. It's gonna be a long day. I don't know where to start. Maybe we could start with some English people. Go ahead.
Could we pretend on your back?
Sure.
Thanks, sir.
That better?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, who we rub shoulders with? Let's talk about England, seeing as we're here. I suppose who's kicking up now and who's kicking up from the 80s and 90s. I think it would really go back that far.
Okay.
When I was doing performances, I was involved in a performance orientated group. It's a rap group basically, and MCs, and it was called Boys from the Future. So we're a rap group and we also MC. That's what we did. So at that time, we was quite conscious that we didn't have any records out.
Yeah.
So the acts what we do, quote acts, is different from whoever's got the hit tune at that time. So we're talking about Governor Tiggy, Top Cat, Sweetie Irie, General Easy.
Yeah.
So all the people who was
in that scene.
Yeah, in that scene from the late 80s, early 90s, it was hot.
Yeah.
We was working with them.
Okay.
We'd be on stage with them.
Okay. So, who were your influences?
As an artist?
Yeah.
I think my main influence as an artist would have been the Jamaican artist Papa San as a lyricist, and Shinehead in America, because he was the only person at that time I knew who could do all three: sing, DJ and rap.
Yeah.
And I thought that was amazing. I wanted to be like Shinehead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to do all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my idol.
What you're working on currently and who you're working on it with.
So currently I'm working on four different genres of music currently. So I'm working on kind of a bit of dance house music. For, you know, I've got people who really love it. I kind of love it as well, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm more of a now and then. Yeah. My passion is really jazz music, neo soul. Yeah. I'm working on a lot of those kind of music right now in that set of genre of music, and I've got a few artists around me who's coming on board. No one you've heard of. These are all people who I'm developing.
Yeah. Everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah, these are all people I'm developing, but I've got some great stuff which you might can feature.
Yeah.
A few little bits and pieces so you can hear what's going on. But yeah, that is where it's predominantly for me right now.
Yeah.
It's to just be in a different lane, and I think it's because I've kind of done the rap, I've done the hip hop, I've done the dance hall and the bashment. I've kind of done it all.
Branching off.
Yeah. That's the word. Branching off.
So this music in the background, is this your music?
This is one of my musics. Yeah, it's a tune called Travel Moods, inspired by me traveling. I'm kind of it is. Sometimes just like that, I will go some places and just make stuff. And I mean, I'll just take in the atmosphere. And I think the last track I done was a seaside somewhere, and I wanted the waves in the track, and I started with the waves in the track.
Yeah, I built it from there.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm very naturistic.
That is the word. Yeah.
I work with nature.
Yeah.
So again, even if I'm in a foul mood, I'll put it down.
Yeah.
If my hands are cold, I'll make a tune by my hands are cold. And that's me. And that's a tune. I'm swear to God.
Yeah.
I can do that. Like, so I'm easily inspired.
Yeah.
So I suppose for that reason I don't listen to other music.
Yeah.
But when I'm in my creative zone, I'm not listening to anything. So I don't know what's hot.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's not.
So have you got other like tracks that you've made from other events in your life?
Absolutely. I mean, some of the music, I think some of them, if you were to hear them, I think they speak, in my opinion. They speak. So I'll give you some stuff. I'll give you some stuff where I'm not a great singer, by the way, I just tell you that for the record, but that doesn't mean I don't get a saxophonist to play my song, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give you an example of what I mean. So, what's it called? Right. So here's a song which, again, don't listen to the vocals now. Yeah. But you can listen to the song.
Yeah.
Every day's like a sunny day. Being with you's like a holiday. You stimulate my mind, my one-away desire. As long as I have you in my life, we'll go places never seen. Love's fresh and evergreen. No matter how the weather be, with you I feel heavenly. As long as I have you in my life.
So stuff like that now.
Yeah.
I will write for somebody. They can happily sing that.
Yeah.
You know.
You just,
It's more about the words
Yeah.
I'm really trying to portray here.
Yeah.
I've got the idea. Again, I don't profess to be any great singer, but and I'm a shy singer.
You're laying it out for them.
But again, so now you heard that, this is what I would do. I will transform that, because if you never heard the song, you'd probably catch that it's a song anyway, because I've got an instrumentalist on it. Yeah?
Yeah.
Here's the difference. This is a finished product.
Okay.
This is out.
Okay. What's this one called?
It's called Minor Steps. So that's what I would do. Instead of me singing it, I'll get my sax. Here's my song. Rip it up.
I like it with sax.
But if you love sax, most of my stuff is probably got sax versions of it. But again, this is just, I don't know what kind of genre music this is.
I was just about to ask you.
I don't know. It's not quite R&B. It's not quite so. It's big people music.
Yeah. It's definitely big people music.
But it's not all big people music. That's the thing, right? So, you know, just give you an example of what I'm saying. It's just music for me. So, again, I was inspired by 2 notes.
What?
2 notes. I had 2 notes somewhere, and I was like, I'm gonna build a song with those 2 notes. And I built the song with 2 notes. So it's a bass line that just goes doo doo, doo doo, doo doo. That's it.
I use that.
Yeah, that did. So let me just give you a bit more up to the time stuff, because at the end of the day, I think that's what people want to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, these kind of sounds, and everybody's using this.
No, not
this
everyone
beat,
though.
but in my opinion, you know what I mean? If it ain't got a vocoder in it, and it ain't got a spinning hi-hat or something, it really gets played.
Yeah.
Nowadays. Yeah?
True.
But, minor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah? We can do that if that's what it is.
I like it.
Yeah. So, same track.
You need to name that genre. That's your genre.
Yeah, and somebody else said the same thing. I think I'm in my own lane personally. I'm not gonna say anything more about it. There's lots out there. There's lots I haven't put out obviously. But this stuff is. I'm putting them out one, right? Haven't sat. Somebody got 3 or 4 songs I've done with them. Trying to do an album.
So are there any songs that you have, tracks that you have made that have, people have sang over that are out now?
Yeah. There is. There's a couple. There's no official release date on the track. It's usually I'm a bit quiet with it, but yeah, there's a couple stuff now. You'll know by it in September. I don't want to give the bag away right now.
Okay.
That's alright. But you will hear about FLYAVATION.
Okay.
You will.
Alright.
Yeah, we
I
got
like this.
on this. I like this one.
Yeah. This one's got a jazzy feel.
Yeah. But I do real jazz as well. This to me has got a jazzy feel. I'm trying to mix and amalgamate R&B to a jazz feel.
Yeah.
You know, because there's all types of jazz. There's what I call put you to bed jazz. There's woogie jazz. There's so much.
All different types. Just
I
like
did
reggae.
I did them all.
Yeah.
So again, this track has a different appeal to different people.
Yeah.
So you heard the instrumental, you've now heard the sax. This is my little sister giving me a freestyle. But again, she's coming with something totally different. She never heard the sax before, she just heard the track and was like, yeah, what's this?
Okay.
And I was like, you know, she's got an idea, and I was like, yeah, put your idea down, because that's how we work. We just stay creative.
Yeah, keep it
No,
flowing.
again, no idea is a bad idea,
No.
in my opinion. Yeah? It's music.
Take one piece of one and do it.
But she gave me something different.
Soft as a kitten. Anything you want right now, it's already written. I'm spitting. Anything you want right here, I got it right there. Don't cross the line, it's a little game, stand aside, don't take no shit. I roll my fist, I put my fist right through your don't cross lines.
My sister, for the record, yeah, her name is Marissa, real name, go by the artist name of Dawn Carleon. She's amazing. I'm not just saying that because she's my sister, she's hot. But there you go. You know one takes, by the way. This is
you don't wanna see me again.
made up on the spot. Freestyling. So that's just one of, you know, people who will come around me to inspire me. So big up, sis, because you do inspire me. You know what I mean? You're not come often, but when you do, we're here for hours till the next day, and you know, you're the one of the. She's great. She reminds me of Elvis Presley. You only have to say, you only have to say to Elvis Presley, Elvis, we got to win this race, and he's got a song. We got to win this race. That's my sister. You know what I'm saying? What's the title of the track? Artificial Light. She's like, it's an artificial light. I'm like, you just amaze me. So she's like that. So when you got those kind of people around you, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In my opinion, if you're creative.
Yeah, creative flow and inspiration around
I
you.
try and enhance it all.
Yeah.
Enhance it all. So different flavours of music. I can give you some.
Yeah.
On a jazz. If that's what you want to hear. Some real proper jazz. All right. This is one of the last tunes I put out called Feeling Lucky. This one's out on Bandcamp. So yeah, most stuff what I'm playing is available.
How did the general public respond to your music on the internet?
Well, it's funny you say that. How hard have I pushed the market on the internet? Not very hard.
Okay.
And I think, if I'm being honest, it's because I haven't really worked out the strategy I want yet. So I throw a little snippet out here and there. I've made #1 on Reverb Nation a few times. I think they like me. You know what I mean? There's people who've got 41,000 listeners and I'm like, you're listening to me? 200 followers. But you got thousands of followers but you're listening to me. So I'm chuffed. I'm chuffed.
It's obviously doing something right.
I think it's a matter of time, I think. You know what I mean? And they might realise that we covered all genres, we didn't know we was doing this behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Can't stop being on that FIRERED, yeah? Alright then, FIREREDSTATIon to the nation.
Thank you, deeper.
Thank you very much. I like this.
It's all available. You can Shazam all this stuff. That's what I'm trying to make it available. Who have I produced for in England? Let me go back catalogue. Let me start with Yush. So the late great Sandino. Don't know if you know Sandino?
Yeah.
Okay. So I produced a couple of tracks with him. I remember one particular tune called Love Sees No Colour. I can't remember the rest of what I done with him, but that one sticks in my head. You know what I mean? I thought it was really a good song. You know, just the title alone was really a good song. So yeah, Sandino, who else going back catalogue? Junior Chin, Donovan King J, Dolomite, Ras Demo. Yeah, that's just off the top of my head, going back from that time.
So if you could go back in time, would you change anything about your progress and your route?
I think the only thing I would change is maybe the route to achieving the focus of what I want to do. I think maybe I might have done that slightly different. The route to the focus.
Straight around.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I didn't have to go so many different routes to get to where I want to be, if that makes sense. Yeah.
So if there was a younger out there who wanted to get involved in the music industry, whether it be MCing or a producer, what advice would you give them?
It's hard. That's my advice. It's hard. Yeah. There's a price of failing. There's a price of success. That's what I will tell you.
Yeah. So if any stages you would tell them to follow?
That's a good question. Any stages to follow?
Yeah.
No, because I don't believe in doing everything by the norm or by the book or by the box. or in.
Yeah, but you can use them as
So
guidance.
how could we assist someone and say to them, again, that's going to be down to the individual. You know, if you've got, can I say the balls?
Yeah.
If you've got the balls to do something, don't worry about what your friend thinks.
Just
You know what I mean? Especially if it's a good idea. There's not something that's a bad idea, really. You know what I mean? It's how you deliver it. So that's what I would say. Just be careful and think about how you're delivering what you want.
Yeah. Okay. So if the FIRERED family wanted to find you, where would they find you? Are you on social media?
I'm on all these sites here. Yeah? You can find me everywhere. You can Google David D Fly, David space D space Fly, or you can FLYAVATION Records, Reverb Nation. You can find me. Same thing, David E Fly, FLYAVATION Records. You can find me on SoundCloud, David E Fly, Facebook, David E Fly, Twitter, David E Fly, Instagram, Google, LinkedIn, DistroKid, Songcast, Bandcamp. Do you really want to find me?
You can find
can I go on? Did I say YouTube? Okay. Now I'm everywhere. I'm what you call ubiquitous,
Yeah.
I'm everywhere.
Can I thank you very much for allowing me to interview?
It's been alright now. This is David E Fly saying, yo, listen, it's on the one FIRERED. We're on fire.